All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are back with another. Actually, this is actually our first Monday Night Raw recap video. So this is a first time.
Yeah, cause right, cause
That's,
we
that's our
didn't.
first one.
Yeah,
So I'm Trippin' Belly. I never trip. We got my dog Thermo 41Z in the building. You
that's
feel?
it.
And we are going to recap the January 13th episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, I don't know if y'all saw my video. Y'all probably didn't see it. That shit got like 2, 3 views for real. But a couple people commented, so shout out to y'all who did comment. Y'all would
Mhm.
know that I felt as though the debut episode of Raw on Netflix was a debacle. I call that shit the Monday Night debacle. It was ass terrible. The biggest reason why it was terrible was because of what the hell we got from The Rock, aka the final boss. I have no idea what Triple H created, what the hell they was thinking, but it was just an unusual episode. A lot of people, the coping or the people that cope for WWE, they like, yo, it's a debut episode. It's like a pilot episode. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You
Right.
want to get
You
new
feel
fans
me?
in here, bro?
This
You
day
should have
going what 50+ years.
Exactly. And if you wanted to get new fans in here, you should have had did this episode that we got last night. We should have got that episode we got last night for the debut episode. Because long story short, this episode was a lot better. Is it the best episode of all time? No, of course not. But it was a damn good episode and easily the best of the year, even though the year just started. So we're gonna give our recap. Listen, man, we got my dog Thermo 41Z,
Oh
man.
yeah.
You got something you want to say to the people, man?
No, I mean ain't too much for real. Hope everybody you feel me staying safe out there for real on the West Coast for real, on the East Coast for real, down south and up north for real. Yeah, I mean.
Good guy.
So you feel me? So I'm just making sure for real. You know what I mean?
Yo,
You
long
got
story.
yeah. Well, I was about to say you feel me? That debut and shit for real made you boycott and shit for real. Your other videos and shit for you like I don't know about this shit for real. So you feel me? Had to boycott a week and shit.
He ain't cancel yet, man. Shout out to Hulk Hogan too, man. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hold
don't
on,
know,
real
cause
quick, because the
he too
people don't know too
old,
much.
yo. He too old.
Yo, shout out to Hulk Hogan, man. Yo, he gotta come back as a heel. Make sure y'all watch that video, bro. Have Hulk Hogan come back as a heel and have Montez Ford beat his ass like Shawn Michaels beat Vince McMahon ass at WrestleMania
He
2.
gotta be like yo. He gotta be a manager, yo, and only do that when he
Nah, he
fight,
can get
yo.
his ass whooped, bro. Listen, if he get like fucked up in the ring by a black man, yo, like we'll forgive him, yo. We'd be like, all right, you know what? We got our get back. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's cool. I'm digging the storyline for real and how it can play out and shit for real. But yo, he too old to be fighting, yo. He just need to
Man,
be a manager and just had that one. And then when the shit pop off, he just had that one. You feel me? That one fight and and a pay per view and shit like that for real. That's all he need, yo. He only need one, yo. He don't need more than one, yo. He can't come back into that ring, yo.
hey, the Hulkster, this your boy Triple Valley talking, man. Go ahead, pop one of them per 30s and get it in one more time, my dog. But we ain't talking about Hulk Hogan. We talking about the January 13th episode of Monday Night Raw. Let's get to the show. Man, we start out with CM Punk pulling up from out of the arena into the backstage area with a big Chevy Tahoe, blacked out tenant. You feel me? He feeling like the president out here. He jumping out that thing, you know what I'm saying? He
Gotta
going
get
to
that
my
money.
fucking gorilla. I like the shot. WWE always like to do the shot a lot. I will say though, the fact that you do this shot and you show the person coming into the arena, it does kind of quiet down the crowd a little bit. Because when they first see him, that's the loudest pop. So when he finally makes it to the arena, the pop is not as loud. That's a little critique for me, but
Mm, I
nonetheless,
mean, it depends for real because I mean, it depends for real because like, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these people didn't have, they don't have the pop that you feel me. Some of these other wrestlers had back in the day, and I don't want this podcast to like keep on referring or keep on comparing and
we
stuff
old
like
ass
that
niggas,
for real.
bro. Come on, we
I
gotta talk
mean,
about the good old days. We gotta talk about the good
but I
old
mean,
days. Fuck it.
I mean, we still gonna do that for real. That's you feel me, right? Because we grew up in from that era for real. But like, it's you feel me. I don't want us to, you feel me, take a slack away from what the new era for real is trying to do for real, and what they try, you feel me, provide for real. They try
But
to make
crazy.
memories and shit for
I
real.
don't want to cut you off, but crazy enough, CM Punk is technically our era. So
He
CM
is,
Punk debuted in like 2006. You know what I'm saying?
but the case I was trying to make for real. All right, so say you feel me, John Cena for real. If if they would have did that, they would. I mean, cause both of them was beefing around that time for real when he first got in the motherfucking in the league and shit for real. I don't know why I keep on calling the league for real. But fuck, we gonna call it the league. But anyway, so if John Cena would have had that same shot for real, he would have still had that same pop for real. He would have came out later in the show for real with that promo and shit for real, y'all.
I don't know, yo. I really just feel like it's on some like human nature type thing. It's like when you see
Mm,
something for the first time and you haven't seen it and you know you kind of anticipating it. It's like that pop, even though the second pop might be still loud, but that first pop will be louder.
yeah,
No, it's just a little
true.
critique of what Triple H does, but you know that it's pretty much that's a Triple H shot. We never got the shot of wrestlers walking into Gorilla, where you got the big WWE logo, you got Triple H sitting over there, and then they walk into the arena. So you know, I think you should kind of save that so you can. Well, once we look back at it, like years down the line, like damn, this was a great ass pop from CM Punk. But nonetheless, CM Punk got a great pop as soon as he got hopped up the all black tinted out Chevy Tahoe. He walks into the arena. He grabs the mic and we got a nice classic CM Punk promo. Long story short, he says, I'm done with Seth Rollins. I've defeated him and I'm declaring myself for the Rumble. Before he gets to finish his promo, my boy, the visionary, the revolutionary, Mr.
Hmm.
Seth freaking Rollins hopped into the ring. Listen, Seth had to go ahead and let him know, bro, that was the hardest match. That was the hardest defeat I ever had to went through. They talked for a little bit, and then Drew McIntyre, my dog, the Scottish warrior, the Scottish psychopath, hopped in that thing. He like, bruh, I don't fuck with neither one of y'all. But I don't like the fact that y'all had helped Roman, boom, boom, boom. He was talking to CM Punk. And I really hope that WWE really dives into this storyline, whereas though they are talking about everybody forgiving Roman Reigns just immediately. Roman Reigns for the last 4 years since the pandemic was a fucking menace, bro. And this is why
Yeah,
everybody loved Roman Reigns, yo. He was terrorizing the whole fucking company. He held both the titles high, bro. He held both the titles hostage to the point where they had to create another title.
title.
That like he was he was going nuts. And yo, Roman gets defeated by Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. He comes back and everybody's like, "Oh, I help you, Roman. You know what, bro?" And Roman not even like, "Yeah, bro, thank you, bro. I apologize, bro." He hasn't apologized yet. So I like
Yeah.
the fact that Drew McIntyre and other people like Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens is bringing up the fact that Roman Reigns is a piece of shit. I'm a Roman Reigns guy, but Roman Reigns is a piece of shit. But I
Yeah,
fuck with y'all.
you know we for the bloodline for real.
You know what I'm saying?
New and old.
And
New
yeah,
and old.
oh, and yo, when it comes to and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about the old versus the new. I think this version of Roman Reigns or the since the pandemic, he could have held his ground in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era. That's how great I think Roman Reigns is. And promo wise, he's not as great, but in ring, like yo, if you watch one of his matches, bro, he talking so much shit in the ring. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. So that's not the point. Drew McIntyre, he comes out, he lets everybody know he's declaring himself for the Royal Rumble, and this is actually set up to be one of the greatest Royal Rumbles of all time because we got John Cena who declared
Yeah,
himself last week.
yeah.
Last Friday, we had Paul Heyman says that Roman Reigns is going to declare himself for the Royal Rumble. We already got Seth Rollins, we got CM Punk, and we got Drew McIntyre declaring themselves for the Royal Rumble. So this is actually
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of heavyweights. A
a
lot
lot of
of
heavyweights, right?
storyline, a lot of heavyweights, a lot of storylines is on the
You know what I'm
line
saying? And
for
then
this one for
a lot of people on Twitter we're talking about, listen, we don't know what the fuck the final boss is doing. As far as I'm concerned, the final boss has killed this whole character, which is insane because this nigga was the greatest character that we had.
real.
But
It's not over for real.
they got
It's
a
not
little
over.
storyline whereas though, you know, it's 30 participants. After the 30 participants, since The Rock he's actually one of the part owners of the WWE right now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So he would enter himself in at number 31, some unprecedented shit. So that might
yeah.
happen.
Daggone, one of the motherfuckers. I think even Vince Shane did that shit for one of them
Did
years
they?
and
I don't
shit
know. We
for real.
gotta look it up. But all right,
Somebody did
so
that shit for real.
everybody's kind of cutting promos with one another. This was a great segment. You got CM Punk, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Seth Rollins, three of the biggest guys in the motherfucking WWE right now, as far as the newer guys. So that was great to see. Um, Pretty much after that, Drew McIntyre comes out. Well, Drew McIntyre is out. He is getting fucking eviscerated by CM Punk. CM Punk is just like talking big shit to him, like, bro, I put 12 stitches in your head. What you gonna do about that? You want me to put 12 more in your head? Come to this ring right now. Drew McIntyre pumps fake the crowd. He walked to the ring. He said, why would I do that right now? I could just do that at the Royal Rumble. So that was pretty much it for that promo. Great opening promo for Monday Night Raw. We are on to a way better start than what we had from Triple H and The Rock from last week. Then after that, we get the long awaited debut. I think Michael Cole said it as best. He said the worst kept secret in the industry. This was Mr. Pentagon Jr. He debuted in the WWE and he was going against my guy, Chad Gable. I've seen clips of Penta or Pentagon Jr., whatever you want to call him. He looked great. It's really interesting to see if the WWE can actually have another luchador wrestler be someone as popular and as famous as Rey Mysterio. Because I would arguably say that I think it's easily like Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador wrestler of all time. As far as having a masked wrestler, there has been nobody besides Rey Mysterio that has captivated the hearts of the fans, and the WWE hasn't put inside or put in a spotlight or where as though it worked. So the fact that we got Penta coming out right now, I ain't gonna lie, my boy Penta, hey WWE, you did a nice job with his entrance. You got to go ahead and have people captivate and gravitate towards this guy immediately. You got to have him have good pyro, a great entrance, a great, I would say, images on the screen. And I think you did a fantastic job on every single one. He came out that bitch. He was looking real swaggy. Ain't gonna lie, my boy Penta was looking real swaggy. He had a little two-step going on to him. I'm like, yeah, Penta, I don't know who you is, bro, but I'm fucking with you, my guy. So then he proceeds to have a great match with Chad Gable. I mean, we saw some great spots. Of course, Chad Gable is baby Kurt Angle. He had a motherfucking spot where as though he did the German suplex on the apron on against Penta. That's a hell of a spot. I was talking to my nephew at the time. We both watching the match. I said, bro. Niggas gotta give me a Canadian destroy. And literally, like 5 seconds later, my boy Penta hits a Canadian destroy on Chad Gable. And shout out to Chad Gable for selling that thing the way he did. It almost looked like he died. It was a hell of a match, even from the beginning. We had nice chain wrestling, which is real technical wrestling for all my people who don't know what that is. That is actually the true aspect of what wrestling is. So it was good to see that, man. Like WWE is not really synonymous, or now I would say nowadays, not synonymous with a lot of technical wrestling. It's a lot of chops, it's a lot of super kicks, it's a lot of
Yeah.
stomps. It's really trash. I can't lie to you. This was some of the whole show, period. This was some of the best technical wrestling that I've seen in quite some time. And it still baffles me why we didn't get this last week. Last week was the typical WWE type of match, real slow. Towards the end, we get a lot of high-paced movement. We get some spots, but it's not a lot of good wrestling. It's not actual moves being done right now. But that Chad Gable and Penta match, they did that. Penta, he had a couple botches, but I think that was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's your first time being in the WWE. What people don't really understand too, the ring is different. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to other promotions, the ring is a little different, and the style of WWE is a little slower than a lot of other promotions, such as AEW, which Penta had came from. So the fact that he adjusted his style and he still had a great match with one of the best technical wrestlers in the business, I would say it was a successful debut. Even afterwards, he cut a damn good promo. You know, he was speaking in Spanish and shit. He was in San Jose, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk my shit a little bit. Triple H, the fact that you say you don't see color is some fucking bullshit, my nigga. Like, you know why you had Penta debut in San Jose, California? Because my nigga, that is the fucking luchador fucking central over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's where the
Yeah.
Mexicans at, bro. Like, so don't
Yeah.
ever tell me you don't see color because when we went to Puerto Rico, you had Bad Bunny come out that bitch, and you had Carlito make a return, and you have Damian Priest, and all the Puerto Ricans have great moments. So that's a little sidebar. Triple H, don't ever say you don't see color again because anybody who understands what the fuck you said knows that was bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, that's because you feel me. People wanna say that you feel me. It's not. They don't see the color. They just see green. That's the only color that they see
And
for real.
I get what you're saying because you want to put the most talented people in the spotlight. But you can't say that when you go to certain areas of the country and you put a certain
Hmm.
wrestler out, or you go to
Hmm.
certain areas of the world. Like I got my boy Gunther in the background. They had the pay-per-view called Bash in Berlin. It's a foreign country. It's in like Germany, I believe. This nigga fucking Gunther is German.
Hmm.
Ain't it a coincidence that Gunther got the fucking main event? No, it's not, bro. It's his home crowd. You want the people to get behind it. You want people to buy tickets. So when you got a situation like you got a Bad Blood pay-per-view in Atlanta, Triple H next time, bro, put some fucking black wrestlers out here, bro. I ain't trying to hear the bullshit.
Yeah.
But after that, Penta he gets the one on Chad Gable. After that, we got another banger match. Listen, Sheamus, yo, he really like passed our era and like looking on the TV screen, seeing bro going against John Cena. I thought yo was like a fucking corny ass character because I'm like, who is this pale ass Irish guy going against John Cena? But seeing bro in the last year, like he old now. Buddy's a fucking
Yeah.
go. Shame.
Yeah. Yeah. Shane is over. Yeah. When he came into the motherfucking when he came into the day going into the company for real, yo, he definitely was a problem for real for a while, for a year or two. he definitely like caused a lot of havoc for a year too.
And like I ain't see none of it. So I ain't gonna lie, seeing Sheamus now, even when I went to Raw in Baltimore when it came last year, I saw Yo for the first time. I'm like, damn, your buddy had one of the best matches. So seeing Yo now kind of makes me want to go back and watch what he was doing back in the day. What he was
Hmm.
seeing heavily. But Ludwig Kaiser, pretty much Gunther's second in command, had a match with Sheamus. I will also give credit to WWE creator for making Ludwig Kaiser a certified mid Carter now. Like he's pretty good. He's separated from Gunther. Not separated, he's still with Gunther, but he can stand on his own now, which is good. And the little trifecta you got with Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser is pretty good. Long story short, they had a good match. Kind of the same. If you've seen one Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser match, you've seen them all. Sheamus hits Ludwig Kaiser with a broke kick and gets him out of there. One, two, three. Sheamus then goes to Pat McAfee, dap my boy up a couple times, and then lo and behold, we got Baby Steiner right in the crowd, young Braun Breaker. And he called that boy, man, get your old ass out of here. Pushed him. They had a little stare off. It was nice to see. I think we're gonna get a Sheamus and Braun. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. They announced for Saturday night's main event in San Antonio, Texas, July. Oh, I said July, January the 25th. We got Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the IC title belt. So that's gonna be a great match. Who you got, bro? Who you think gonna win that match? Let's get some early Saturday night main event predictions, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, because they going Jay they going fighting somebody. I mean, Uso and shit for real, and they
We
would
get to that. Oh, oh, come on.
and
We
I
don't get
thought
to that. We don't get to that.
I know, and I thought that was going to be something that they was going they was promoting that for right for the main event for real. I thought that was like one of the fights that was for the match that was supposed to come on and shit for real, but it ended up wasn't for real. But that's still going to be a good match too and shit for real. Right, we'll talk about that later. But I mean, out of them two, I haven't really seen Braun Breaker a lot enough, so I don't know if he is. I know he's capable of it because he got the title now, but I don't think that he is going to be. If this is if we setting up storylines and he is the young gun going against the old Yeller and shit for real, and as we want to put it in shit for real, you feel me? This is either it might go upset, it might be an upset, but you feel me? If if Sheamus want to stop wrestling soon, then I know he probably want to see himself become a title holder a couple more times before he stops.
So just a little story backdrop, just to kind of give you some little context. If I'm not mistaken, I'm like 99% sure Sheamus has held every title. The only title he hasn't held is the IC title. Now, in order
Mm,
to become a Grand Slam champion, you got to hold the world title, either one, the WWE or the World Heavyweight Champion, and you got to hold either the IC title or the United States. And Sheamus, he's held the United States, but he's never got the IC title, and that's been brought up in storylines in the
that's
past
crazy.
year. So that is an angle where that's why this match is kind of intriguing, and it's going to be good because one, I mean, for one, both of those are two technical wrestlers. I'm a ruthless aggression baby. We got some damn good wrestling back in that era. We got Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, John Cena, Batista, JBL, Triple H, Shelton Benjamin, Shawn Michaels. We had damn good wrestling, bro. Like Eddie Guerrero. We had a lot of. So I like great wrestling. Braun Breaker and Sheamus, they're two great wrestlers. They this past year they put on they've put on some of the best matches of the year. And for the fact, like you said, Braun Breaker is the young gun, and we got Sheamus, the old guy who's never got the IC title. We might see that. And I think what you should do after Saturday night's main event, whoever wins, personally, I think John Cena.
It's just start a rivalry.
Nah, so they already got a little rivalry going on. It's because they had a match at Survivor Games. Survivor.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you feel me? Like, this gonna be like for a whole year.
Nah, nah, don't do the
They
whole.
gonna be like, they gonna do
So
like 2, 3 days on pay-per-views and shit for real,
I
trying to
think
do this
so. And
shit.
I think personally you should have this lead up to WrestleMania. And you already got a nice little mid-card thing going on with Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus. And now somebody else who's never held the IC title is Mr. John Cena himself. So you should insert him inside of that picture. And be doing WrestleMania predictions. I think you should have a fatal four-way for the IC title. Personally, me, I think that could be a night one main event, which is a big, a big place to have in that WrestleMania match card. John Cena, Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser for the IC belt. So we had a little face off between Sheamus and Braun Breaker.
And hold on. Side note. I mean, I ain't mean to cut you off for real, but
Yeah.
like, yo, what happened? Yo, what happened to the triple threat ladder matches, the fatal four way, steel
So listen,
cages?
I think everybody's traumatized.
Like,
I think everybody's traumatized. So I wasn't watching wrestling before WrestleMania 40. So Royal Rumble is like January time, like this time last year. They had a fatal four way. It was between AJ Styles, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Roman Reigns for the belt. And of course, on paper, that shit sounds good. That's a good ass match. AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, LA Knight. Niggas say that's like one of the worst matches of the last year, bro. And so I feel like WWE has kind of heard that and saw how that match did, and they kind of shined away from it a little bit. I think you should bring back the triple threat fatal four way, put a stipulation on it. Shit, we talking about WrestleMania? The Rock, we don't know what the fuck he doing. If The Rock doesn't participate in WrestleMania, I think you should have a fatal five way for the undisputed belt. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Roman
TLC,
TLC. Make that
fatal
shit
five
crazy,
way,
bro. Make the crowd pop.
right,
As my
fatal
man
five
Tabata
way
makes me say, man, we got to
TLC.
make this string pop, nigga.
hmm
You
And,
feel me?
and and everybody get a and everybody the people that's in that fatal five way for real, other than the champion for real, the next four other four people for real, you gotta earn your spot for real throughout one of these pay-per-views for real and shit like that for real.
Mhm.
That should be crazy. That should be crazy.
I think, just to bring it back to what we was talking about, I think for John Cena personally, I got a whole video on YouTube of what you should do with John Cena and how he should win a 17 title. I don't think John Cena right now, he should be challenging for the world title right now. If I'm Triple H, I'm using John Cena to get everybody over or everybody that nice push. Whereas though, if a casual fan watch this, they be like, yo, I know who John Cena is, but who is he going against? So the fact that John Cena is going against all these people I don't know, now I know. Now I know who.
But see, you think that, damn, and right, you can't even do it like that for real. That's a street. Niggas gonna be like, yo, this shit is just we just playing hero ball now for real. You feel me? Like he gonna have to do just one title. You feel me? He can't do if he was a you feel me? If you was to go that route, then shit. I mean, yo, you might as well you feel me? Kind of swing for the fence for real. Like yo, have him. You feel me? This year, just have him be like one of the biggest heels slash baby faces of all time for real. So each pay per view for real, something like that. You feel me? Going up the daggone WrestleMania for real. Yo, he should try to daggone get the title for real. Get rival, whatever whoever you feel me. Whoever daggone in that title and shit for real. You feel me? Whoever in that division and shit like that for real. Cause some ruckus and shit for real. Try to fight the daggone title holder. Maybe he
I
win
saw
it,
him.
maybe he lose. You
Maybe
feel
lose.
me?
Yep.
Exactly for real. You feel me? Then we on to the next for real. Cause we John Cena for real. We the best of all world. We been running this motherfucker for real.
Absolutely. I think personally, I'm gonna give you like the short breakdown and you let me know what you think. John Cena, through this whole year, he's struggling. Like he even said it last week. He said, "Yo, I haven't won a match in over 2,000 days." He's been on some losing streak type shit. I think John Cena should lose in the beginning. Come around WrestleMania time, I think he should challenge for the IC belt. You don't put John Cena in the main event scene right away.
Right now.
Because the biggest difference between when John Cena was in his prime to now, bro, we had way less ADHD. Way
Right.
less motherfucking ADHD.
Yo, can I look up his daggone like which ones? What if he try to go? I mean, I'm gonna let you finish for real, but what if
No,
he
go ahead.
try to go in the route? What if he try to go in the route the when he first started,
We'll
the
get
way he
it.
got it, the way he got it, United States first.
See, all right, so the United States is on SmackDown. He's on Raw. Now shit can change because we got a draft coming up soon. But I think the IC belt is a little bit more coveted because he's never had the IC belt. John Cena has, bro, he is Mr. When I think about the United States belt, I think about John Cena. I ain't gonna lie. That is the United States Championship holder. He the first one to put the spinner shit on there. Like, yo, he was doing
Mm-hmm.
the he is the United States champion. So I don't think we need him to be anywhere near the United States belt. The IC belt though. And I think we already have a great scenario right here. Have him challenge for the IC belt in the beginning. Towards the end, and I'm skipping a lot, but towards the end, have him have him challenge Randy Orton. And before we get to Randy Orton, let me know when you're done when you are looking up, because I want you to hear this out.
I'm just trying to look at how many when did he start for real.
When he start, I don't know, but he got 16 titles though. He's tied for Ric Flair for the most titles in WWE history, and really wrestling history. Be real with you. Because the Ric Flair situation, he didn't get all 16 of his titles in WWE.
Right.
And they're counting a lot of the NWA, the WCW belts, all that shit. But as far as WWE, I mean, technically, John Cena already is the most winningest WWE person of all time. But
Time.
the storyline, how we're going right now, is that he's tied for Ric Flair for 16 titles. And they, of course, WWE, they wants him to get 17. I think it would be a huge mistake for to have John Cena challenge for the World Heavyweight title right now, and for him to win it real soon. Because like I said, this is the ADHD era. Like we get tired of things real fast. So if you don't have him winning at WrestleMania, have him kind of go up the ranks. Like he said, he hasn't won in 2,000 days, bro. He's a jobber. Like he's a bum right now. Have him win the IC title at Mania. That's a good feel good moment. First time we ever seen John Cena do it. Towards the end, you got another piece. You got Mr. Randy Keith Orton. He has 14 titles. Like
Mm.
Randy Orton, you got some people out here that'll say Randy Orton is the GOAT. And I wouldn't argue with you. Because Randy Orton is that nigga. He's
Yeah.
that guy. So we already got a storyline right now where Randy Orton can get number 15. He has a beef going on. It's not a beef with Cody Rhodes, but it's a beef that can easily get ignited with Cody Rhodes.
United.
And that's a
Mm-hmm.
great story because Cody Rhodes is the mentor. I mean, Cody Rhodes is the mentee, and Randy Orton is the mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Randy can easily be Cody Rhodes, get the 15 title. Find another way to get for him to get number 16. So now Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and John Cena are all tied at 16
Mm.
at the for the most titles in WWE history. You fast forward all the way. Listen, the last match of John Cena's career will be a fucking movie, bro. I'm not the hugest John Cena fan. I'm really in that era, I was more of a Batista, Randy Orton, Triple H fan. I ain't gonna lie. Cena was cool, bro, but I don't know, bro. It was just something about Cena and honestly, in that era, when in his prime, you had some arenas that would cheer the nigga, and you had some arenas that would boo the nigga.
Yeah.
Because
It
niggas kind of
to
saw
to
through the
to,
bullshit a little bit. Like it was
to
like, oh,
me to me, you familiar? Just me personally for real. It's just a quick statement for real. I just always kind of and me looking at this nigga Wikipedia and this nigga Wikipedia is
it's
crazy. I mean,
crazy.
like crazy. But daggone yo, just me looking at the picture for real. This nigga on the side for real. The me over the years, it was just kind of cheesy for real, and that's all it
Right.
is for
It
real.
was cheesy.
That's all it was.
It was, and looking back on it now, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak my mind. Yo, this nigga really used black culture to get over.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that,
bro,
and
like,
that's why, and that's why it became
right,
cheesy after a while.
right.
Because it's like you kept, even though it's good that you kept on this persona for this whole time, but it's like you feel me, like yo, you right that you feel me,
Cheesy, bro. We know
I
it's
don't,
real.
you
We
feel
know
me,
it's
I
fake.
don't,
It was cheesy.
you feel me,
You know what I'm saying? It was, I ain't gonna lie, Vince, bro. To have Vince have this white motherfucker from Boston come out here and spit bars in the middle of a WWE show, it was crazy. And Cena, you look at all the clips, he bodied every single. I remember when he came to Baltimore and it was a Sunday night heat and he's freestyling with a fan. Of course, it was scripted, but it was hard though. I'm like, damn, this white boy can fucking rap. But to me, why I don't really like it is because after I stopped watching, he was still in the Dr. Thugonomics persona. But after I
mm-hmm.
stopped watching, yo, he became this military, like, yo, he just
Mm-hmm.
became super Hulk Hogan.
Sure,
It was like,
sure, yeah,
and if you watch
but
the interview, which came out last year with Club Shay Shay, it's like, my nigga, you are, and Shannon, he asked him about it. He was like, yeah, you know, I don't really listen to that stuff no more. Like, yo, you just used us, my nigga. Like, he did the Jada Kiss laugh. Aha! Like, he did all that shit, bro, just to get, I don't know how I feel about Cena when it comes to that. I'm a black. Listen, I fuck
yeah,
with
yeah,
Cena,
we right.
but
Come
Cena
on,
wasn't
we
my.
from we all the culture for real. You
And when
feel me?
somebody like,
So,
yo, oh,
so
you watch the Ruthless Aggression era, you must be a John Cena fan. I'm like,
not
a
really.
lot of niggas really
He
fuck
was
with
just
Batista.
he was just a stone cold the rock of that era for real.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, he he was promoted as that Stone Cold Rock. But
Hmm.
quiet as is kept, bro, we kind of fuck with Batista. I ain't gonna say we fuck with Batista more, but Batista was that nigga. Like Batista, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. That's Rey Mysterio's prime. That's
Hmm.
Kurt Angle's prime. Like
Hmm.
we, I, me, just me. I was a Batista, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio fan. Like that was the niggas who I watched for. Cena was tough. Like Cena, you knew that you was watching one of the greats, but it was just
Hmm.
so cheesy, bro. Like, oh. So
And right, yo, what? And see, another side note, yo, like, yo, what be happening? Yo, what happened to they both Irish, one Irish whip for real, one Irish whip another for real, or they reverse the Irish whip for real. Yo, bounce off the your rebound and shit, miss, and then yo, you feel me? And then they're gonna knock each other out for real, and
the
then
double
they're going to
knockout.
ref, and then the ref, you feel me? Check
They
that
do it.
arm and
They don't
shit
do it too
for real.
often.
You, man, yo, like what happened, yo, like man, that's the type of shit that I be missing in between the matches and shit for real. Like that's those little nostalgic little, you feel me, little intricate things for real. You feel me? Is that what is what made you feel me? That's what make the WWE for real. Like you feel me? Like that's what keeps the crowd involved. Like it don't seem like the crowd is so in tune to the matches all the time.
I listen. It varies show by show. The crowds can sometimes be dead. The crowd can be sometimes alive. I think that really falls on WWE too, as far as what type of show we get. I would say though, like we talking about in-ring wrestling, that motherfucking wrestling that we got and last night's episode of Raw was some of the best wrestling I've seen in quite some time. So let's keep it with the show, man. Because I know we just took like a million detours, which is cool because it's good
Yeah.
content. So after Sheamus had beat Ludwig Kaiser, we had to meet up with Braun Breaker and Sheamus. We did fast forward. We got a backstage segment. Miss Kathy Kelly, one of the best, I guess, backstage announcers or I guess interviewers, I would say. Yeah, Kathy Kelly's a great backstage interviewer. She meets up with Seth Rollins. My boy Rollins got a black eye. Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I like it, whether it's fake or not. It looks good. And she hollers at Seth Rollins about what happened. And while she's talking, Seth Rollins get interrupted by Sami Zayn. Which, listen, Sami Zayn, he's not my favorite guy, but he's the glue guy. Sami Zayn is a great fucking glue guy, man. He forwards stories, he inserts himself into groups, and he's not the main character, but he's a character that's needed. So Sami Zayn hollers at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, he pretty much gives him the spiel of, oh, I'm pretty sure. Like he start talking about the new year and whatnot. He's like, man, I hope you have a good year. He was like, well, Seth Rollins says to Sami Zayn, I'm pretty sure you had a great last year, because uh, Roman Reigns had got the Ula Fowler back. Roman Reigns,
Hmm.
top dog, he did,
Hmm.
and y'all did that. He did that under y'all watch, and y'all remember what Roman Reigns had did to y'all in the OG bloodline. And Sami Zayn ain't like what he was hearing. Rollins kept giving it to him, and it was kind of a furthering of the storyline of whereas though, hey, Roman Reigns is a piece of shit. Y'all let all this shit slide, and y'all still getting treated like the lackeys that y'all are. Why you cool with that? So after that, I think that was well during that time period, I think that was a good little tidbit to whereas we can keep furthering the Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns beef. We can keep furthering, and I hope they really start diving into the OG bloodline implosion because we need to see that. So then after that, we get my boy Karrion Cross from the Final Testament. Listen, I know everybody. I started watching the shit Raw at the Mania 40. Everybody was down on my boy Karrion Cross. I'm like, yo, this nigga's a star. This nigga's like a fake Triple H, man. Like he's great. He can fucking talk though. Anybody that could talk on the screen is great. Because a lot of these niggas can't cut promos. These niggas belong on TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a lot of these niggas belong on TV. So if you can talk well, listen, you good in my book. So Karrion Cross, The Miz, and Sami Zayn have another promo. And Karrion Cross, he brings up Roman Reigns. He also brings up the fact that Sami Zayn has been a lackey to Roman Reigns, and he's let all these things go on with the bloodline. And The Miz brought up the same thing. So then Sami Zayn, he doesn't take a liking to it. He challenges The Miz to a match. He sets it up with Adam Pearce, and that's what we get. After that, we get Gunther. Listen, you see him. He in my backdrop right now. This that nigga right now. I can't lie. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
the biggest Gunther fan. I ain't really see too much.
I'm
This
still
nigga,
not for real. You feel me? I'm still not sold on you for
I
real. You
gotta show
feel
you
me?
some
He
promos.
just
I gotta show you
yeah,
some promos.
but he's just saying like a William Regal ass motherfucker
Nope,
for real. So it's just
nope.
you feel me?
I understand that because he kind of does have that William Regal vibe, but I gotta show you some promos, bro. And that's the biggest thing. And now he's always been known for his in-ring work. They call him the ring get it out. You know what I'm saying? But he's really good in the ring. But he's from Germany, so his English is not the greatest. So I'm like, yo, can he talk? He's had some of the best promos of the entire year. I gotta play you some of them. But pretty much he comes out to the ring. We haven't seen Gunther in quite some time. It was nice to see him. You got a lot of people out here that saying, yo, Gunther is motherfucking he doesn't even wrestle. Which technically he fucking doesn't. And that's another little tidbit. Triple H, why the fuck is your champions not wrestling, my nigga? What we doing here, bro? We need to see the champions wrestle. I know Triple H, his blueprint is long-term storytelling, and he likes to have his champions hold the belt for quite some time, similar to what Roman Reigns did. Now, people are not going to have the 3.5 year run, but yo, if you get the belt, you might have this bitch for 6+ months, which is a little odd if you want to come back to the Vince era when we saw these championships turn daily. Like every week, we might get a new champion. You never know. You was on your toes every week. But Gunther, he comes out and he cuts an amazing fucking promo. He's shitting on the entire roster. He shit on Roman Reigns. He shits on Cody Rhodes. He shits on John Cena. He shits on CM Punk. He's pretty much saying, "You think these guys are the best? No, they're not, nigga. They're me. I'm the best, man. They don't even want to come fuck with me." And he declares, which I think is great. He declares that his belt, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, is the greatest belt in the industry. And you need that. Because Roman Reigns, he shitted on the World Heavyweight Championship belt. He called that the loser bracket title. He called that the secondary title. And that's not good for your brand. And be real with you, the World Heavyweight Championship is
There was the motherfucking WWE. It went
no,
from the
no, it wasn't. It
WWE.
wasn't. It's two different ones. Two different ones. It's always been two different ones. Really, the World Heavyweight Championship belt is the old WCW belt, the big
Right.
gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the big goal. Yeah.
And when we grew up, the big gold belt was the one. Like that was the one. That
I
was the
mean, it went from the United States to rural to you
nah. The
feel
United
me?
States is always mid card. Hold on.
No, but no, you feel me? We it went from the history of the belts for real. It went
Okay.
from United States and shit for real to the heavyweight. You feel me? Then it went to you feel me the world champion and shit like that for real. You feel me? And then once it got the you feel me WWE World Champion for real belt for real, then we got the heavyweight and shit for real too along with it.
I got you. As far as like the last 30, 40 years, you got the WWE title,
Mm-hmm.
World
And your
Heavyweight.
heavyweight type of exactly.
So it's good that Gunther himself said, "Yo, this is the big belt because we need that." And the way how they have been booking Cody Rhodes, I don't really feel like that's the motherfucking big undisputed title. That's really three belts combined into one. So after that, Gunther's talking his shit. My dog main event, Jey Uso comes out and interrupts him. The most over guy in the industry. He comes out, he does his thing, he does the yeet, get the crowd going wild. And listen, I'm not the biggest Jey Uso promo cutter, but this was a decent one. He pretty much comes out and say, "Yo, I've been working my ass off." Yeet.
Hold on. You forgot to mention, you feel me? My man came up with Travis Scott and shit for real, yo.
The blunt and shit.
Yeah, yo, man, yo, with disrespectful, yo. And the disrespectful, yo.
It was cool.
It was
I was
alright, yo.
I was
It
disappointed
was alright.
from the whole last week episode. So when I saw that, I was like, all right, it's cool, but I don't give a fuck. But Jey Uso, he comes out, interrupts Gunther. He lets him know, yo, I've been fighting my whole way to make a name for myself. The bloodline shit is past me now, all that good shit. He was like, yo, I'm challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, he's pretty much laughing at him, looking at him like he's a fucking buffoon. Because Jey Uso, I love the guy, man, but he can't fucking talk. I don't know what the fuck is up with my guy. Like, he can't fucking talk. He does a whole bunch of, it's like the old Stone Cold Steve Austin promos, but Stone Cold can talk. So he's like, I'm challenging for the World Heavyweight title. Yeet. You ain't shit to me. Yeet. Like, he's just saying the most basic shit. But it works because we love Jey Uso. So, long story short, Jey Uso challenges Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event, which I believe will be the main event. I think it'll be a great match. If you had to ask me, I don't think Jey wins this. It's something a little off.
Me too. And when I first, that's what I was saying for her. I felt like that was, and see, yo, it's like we've been watching that shit so long. It's like once you've been watching that shit, like you kind of like that's kind of like one of your phrases and shit now for real. Like if you seen one match, you'd have seen them all. So it's like we kind of know kind of like how these storylines are going to go and play out sometimes. Because sometimes they may hit it with a curveball and shit like that for real. May hit a left or a right turn and shit for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit may get turned on its head for real. We understand that for real. But like when I first heard, that's what I'm saying earlier for real. Like when I first heard it, it felt like it was something that was supposed to be on Raw, and like not to say it like that, it was supposed to be on Raw, and then he was supposed to lose, and then that was supposed to like go into something else. You feel me?
I don't
Like
know.
I didn't know that that was going to be because like main event is a pay per view, right?
Yes, no, it's technically not a pay-per-view because it's on NBC and it got commercials and all that. So it's not really a main event. It's really or not a pay-per-view, it's really a glorified like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, all right.
So, but it's a big deal. It's going to be streamed on Peacock and broadcast on NBC, which is a lot more viewers. So it's a big deal, but it's not a Royal Rumble type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So Gunther, he comes out. Oh, Gunther and Jey Uso's talking with each other. Gunther is roasting. Like I said, he started out this shit roasting, and he's still roasting Jey Uso. He said, "Bro, you'll be nothing more than a tag team wrestler." He said, "The main event is just a nickname for you. That main event is really what I'm about." And Jey Uso said what he said. Gunther laughs him pretty much out the building. He walks out, and that was it. So then we get the first ever women's intercontinental championship match between Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai. It's gonna sound like we shitting on Triple H a lot. Triple H, you fumbled. Lyra Valkyria, she had
Hunter.
she had that she had that motherfucking juice when she first came out. Everybody was doing the woo, da, 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 woo. Nigga, if you go back and watch that shit, ain't nobody. Nigga, the commentators had to do the woo just to make it sound a little all right. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, Hunter, you kind of fumbled. You had a hot, then you killed her. Now she's back in the scene randomly. Dakota Kai, I don't know too much about her, but she came back from injury. She's a part of Damage Control. Shout out to EO Sky. Great spots, a great match. A little shorter than
Mm-hmm.
I expected. It was like about, I would say about 8 to 10 minutes. We had a couple good spots. They had a suplex on the apron. Well, they had a suit. They both on the apron. Lyra Valkyria picks up Dakota Kai and she does a suplex at the outside of the ring area, right next to the commentator table. That was a hell of a spot, especially for women. That was a good ass shit. Lyra Valkyria hits her with a finisher, and she wins 1, 2, 3. They had nice pyro. It was nice to see. And then, honestly, which is weird, we could have had this match after Sami Zayn and Miz, but they had this match before. I didn't really understand that. But afterwards, we had Sami Zayn versus The Miz. This shit lasted like 5 minutes. Sami Zayn beats up on The Miz. Um,
Mm-hmm.
He hits actually Sami Zayn changed up his moveset just a little bit. Instead of having the haluva kick, or I like to say the hell of a kick, be his finisher. The haluva kick was the setup, and then he hits the Miz with the blue thunder bomb, which is a great move.
Mm-hmm.
And Sami Zayn gets the pin 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna see what happens with that storyline next week. Afterwards, we got Miss Rhea Bloody Ripley. She hops out to the
Mm-hmm.
stage, you know what I'm saying? She's the women's world champion now. It's been a long time coming. Mommy's back on top.
Yes, mommy.
Blah. Surprisingly, Nia Jax, she hops in the ring. I fuck with Nia. That's my bitch. You know what I'm saying? BBW, man. That's me right here. Of course, the OG, the godfather of the BBWs is Mr. Thermo 41Z right here.
Stop, yo.
Ah!
Stop, yo. Stop, yo. And then we just got somebody joining this shit
What's
for real.
up?
You just had Kevin,
Yo,
Kevin and
Nia
this shit
Jax,
for real.
bro. Listen, she really had put that work into the gym, bro. She really looking thick as a motherfucker, bro. That's one big bitch that really got ass, bro. Like, you know how you really got a big bitch, but the ass is really fat, like FAT, like it's just fat from the stomach. No, she really has like a ass shape, my nigga. Like she's like, yo, she's bad as shit. So
He
she
better
comes
stop.
out there. You gonna yeah, we gonna have to mute you, my boy. Baby K, nigga, baby C gonna have to get muted. So he comes out there. I know Thermo. He gonna have his remarks as far as a promo. But I thought it was a damn good promo by Nia.
Oh man.
She comes out there. She interrupts Rhea. She pretty much says, "Yo, I'm entering the Royal Rumble, and if I win that shit, bitch, I'm coming for your title, or I'm coming for the title that Tiffy just got from me." And then, lo and behold, we got BBL Bailey. She's in the crowd. I don't know how I feel about the WWE having their superstars in the crowd like this, but I kind of like it a little bit. This is done a lot better than last week. So then BBL Bailey, she comes out to the ring. They have their little tidbit back and forth. Boom. Nia pushes the shit out of Bailey because she literally
Hmm.
Nia. Then Nia pushes Rhea Ripley, which was surprising because we be having Rhea Ripley looking like she's Stone Cold Steve Austin in her prime. So then Rhea Ripley and Bailey, they bang Nia to get up out the ring. We have a little stare down, and that's about it. So then after that, we get to our main event, which, crazy enough, since it's the Netflix, this is the Netflix era, we didn't know this was the main event. The beauty of what WWE has with Netflix, usually on network television, we have a designed 2 hour time slot or we have a designed 3 hour time slot. So if you just
Hmm.
bring together, you look at the clock, it's 10:40 or what I'm saying, it's 10:40 and it's the last match. We're like, all right, well, this is the main event. So we don't know. It's just like the 2 hour mark of the show. So I'm like, all right, me personally, I'm like, I kind of want this shit to be over a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie, to their credit, they had Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. We've been seeing this same
Hmm.
exact match for the last 6 months. This shit is ass. We wanted this feud to end, but this shit was
Damn
amazing.
good one. Damn good match. Hmm.
Damn good
Definitely
match.
was.
How he started it, Damian
Definitely
Priest had his
was.
entrance, and then Finn Balor, you hear his music, he don't even come out through the little ramp way. He straight come up behind.
Right, right, right.
So you
With
already
the
get crazy
kendo
already. I like
stick.
this. This is my type of shit for real. So they going back and forth. They fighting inside the crowd and shit. It
That
gets
shit was
crazy.
funny as shit.
Damian Priest hit some with some motherfucking some type of power driver, power bomb and shit into 2 tables and reminded me of some WWF Attitude Era ECW shit.
It was
I
I
forgot
want
the
to say
name.
I want to say it's South the Cross for real.
I don't know. I forgot the name. They did call it out. I should have wrote it down. But he hit some with the move. I ain't gonna lie. Finn Balor sold this shit to perfection. This nigga looked like he
Shit,
was
that
dead.
day going right, man. That day going took my man out with the fucking stretcher out this bitch, man. For
Shit, yeah,
real.
I'm thinking like, damn, all right. So we saw this same type of thing go on in Bash in Berlin. They had a street fight between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Randy Orton got put through a table and they called the match off. So that's what I'm thinking is about to happen again. I said, oh, okay. This is like 2 hours and 15 minutes in. They about to call the match off. We about to get another little segment or another match. So they put my boy Finn Balor in the stretch. He got the neck brace. That nigga, whatchamacallit, man. That guy,
Judas
that guy,
Priest.
Damian Priest went in, started beating my boy in the stretcher with the neck brace and puts the stretcher into the ring. That shit was fire. I don't see that spot too often. So that was pretty cool. Afterwards, you get the Judgment Day, which is Carlito and JD McDonough. They come out and start to help Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor takes off the neck brace, said, fuck this, I'm gonna hit the nigga with the coup de grace. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hit him with the coup de grace, priest kick out. Boom. So then the War Raiders pop out. We're gonna get to that in another video talking about the tag team champions because Hunter, you're fumbling this shit again. You're fumbling. I ain't gonna lie to you. The tag team situation is ass. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. The War Raiders come out here and no pop. We don't give a fuck about the War Raiders. They come out and help Damian Priest. Boom, boom, boom. We fast forward. Now we got some more great spots. We got Damian Priest getting coup de grace through a table, which was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
see
mean, that was super crazy. Motherfucker ran for that shit for real. That shit was crazy.
that
You
was crazy.
know?
And then Damian Priest fucking puts Finn Balor through the barricade, and then he puts the Razor's Edge. Shout out my boy Sky Hall. He puts Finn Balor into a Razor's Edge into the table. And then fast forward, we pretty much have Damian Priest says, I am not my brother's keeper, which to me signifies that he's telling the fans and the world that this is over. He hits him with the South of Heaven, which is a modified chokeslam, which I like the fucking move. The move is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And then we get a one, two,
Especially
three.
if you sell it good for real.
Yep. And then surprisingly, after the match is over, Michael Cole said, Yo, this is Monday Night Raw. We'll see you next week. And I'm like, oh shit, nigga, it's 2 hours and 33 minutes. This is kind of unexpected. But that's how Monday Night Raw ended. Overall, I would say this was a 8.5 out of 10. Um, I really could give it a 9.5 just if you want to relatively speak as opposed to the last week episode. That fucking episode was like a fucking 4, maybe a 3. That shit was ass. I hate that episode. I will always hate that episode. This was a great one. This is the episode they should have put out to the debut or to the casual fans that was tuning in for the first time. Thurman, what you think, man? What you give this Monday Night Raw episode?
You get that shit pretty high for real, man. That high,
8.5.
if
Yo, listen. I be
man,
watching
you
this shit,
come,
bro, weekly. This should be ass, bro. I can't lie. This should be bad.
but see, you shoot that high for real, that's gonna be hard to shit the top for real. And it seemed like they got a lot more up their sleeve for real, to where that shit can be a whole shit ton, a whole 10 times, 100 times shit ton better for real. Might not 100, probably 10. But you feel me? Like me, I would give it compared to the first week. The first week for real, in my opinion, for real was like a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
And then this one was probably like a 7.5. It's like a 7.5 to me.
7.5.
It wasn't nothing that was captivating, or you definitely, for a casual, you would want to see what's happening. Like, say somebody like us that like we ain't watching it in a while, and you feel me, we just flicking past the channels, or we just see it, you feel me, on our
Mhm.
timeline or something like that for real. Like if you was to watch that shit for real off of yesterday for real, you'd be like, all right, I might tune into that motherfucker next week. I might see what SmackDown like this week. You feel me? Like, so like it definitely seemed like it could be a lot more better than what it was. You
Yeah,
feel me? But it definitely was a good show for real, all in all though.
absolutely. So listen, I'm Triple Valley. I never trip. It's Thermo 41Z. We got my boy C Dub. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really contributing nothing to this motherfucking show, but shout out his bitch ass. And yeah, man, it's the Cancel Show. This is our Raw recap for January 13th, 2025. We got some more videos coming up soon. We're going to talk about my boy Hunter, man. Listen, my boy, he say he don't see color. How you don't see color, Sway? We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about how he fumbling in the tag team division. Of course, we got to talk about how he fumbling in my boy Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? Young Dusty. That's a lot of shit we got to get to, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's a
stay
lot of stuff
tuned.
for real. And we still gonna do the recaps for real.
You know
You
what
feel me?
I'm saying?
We're gonna start putting SmackDown into the mix for real. You feel me? If it start getting bigger and bigger for real, we'll put NXT for real and all that other stuff into the mix and
Hey,
stuff like that for real. So
hey,
it's
we
more
always got to
a
shout out to
lot more to
NXT.
come.
Always got to shout out NXT. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question?
Hold up. Follow me on Raw X SmackDown on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We be jumping on that bitch. I want to shout out my baby, I forgot her name, bro. Nikita Lyons, bro. My first video to get over 100,000. She fat as shit, and she helped me do that. So I appreciate her. And Booker T. Booker T was on his hornball shit, and that made the clip even better. So yeah, shout out NXT, bro. They got the greatest women division that's about to come up of all time, bro. They women's division is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
shout out NXT.
definitely.
So what's up, man? C Dub, you got something to say? You got something to ask?
What's happening, Dirt McGirt?
Hey, yo, you always permanently high?
Who?
You,
Me?
you just look like you wake up high. Like you just look like you like the
I'm
highest nigga in the
fried.
world.
Yeah, I'm fried. Yeah, I'm
Like
fried.
you just like
Yeah,
you just piss highness.
yeah. All right, yeah, you don't got to come to the screen and shit for real, talking shit
God
like that, yo. Damn,
damn.
yo.
That's probably why you be playing so bullshit. You be so fucking high. You can't see
Oh
shit.
no, yeah. Oh
Hey,
no,
listen, I
yeah.
told him that years ago, Dirt. I told him
Yeah,
that years.
you might need to slow down, my boy.
I told
Cause you
him,
look
bro.
like you fucking smack. Like out of this world high.
All
But
right,
that's all I
yeah.
had to say. And I don't
Funny as shit.
and fuck you, Sterling, because I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I ain't watched wrestling since I was about like
Yo, who your favorite
13
wrestler? Fuck that. Who your favorite wrestler?
of
No,
all
matter. Give me
time.
a top five. Give me a top five.
So that's easy. Bill
Oh,
Goldberg,
ho,
Rock,
ho, ho,
Stone
ho. Put your
Cold.
camera down a little bit. Fuck you. Come on, put your camera down.
I want to see my face.
Sexy
But
boy.
Bill Goldberg, Stone Cold, The Rock. Can I say DX as a whole?
That's fair.
No,
You don't think?
no,
Oh,
that's two
that's fair.
people.
That's fair.
There's two people. No, it's not. It's
It's
DX.
actually
Then you got the fucking
I
you
mean,
got
DX
Road
is like
Dogg,
hella
Jesse
people, right?
James. Like,
Exactly. That's multiple people. China,
I love them
right?
niggas.
You hella
well,
people.
I ain't really fuck with China, but yeah, RIP China. But yeah. Uh, I would have to say, all right, fucking, I ain't gonna say DX as a whole, but I'm still sticking with three: Rock, Goldberg. Stone Cold. I want to say the Undertaker so bad.
That's fair. I mean, it's Undertaker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean, I feel like everybody like him though.
Yeah.
I mean, we talking about your favorite of all time.
Oh, Sting. I can't forget Sting.
Okay,
Sting.
that's real. Yeah, old head in the
Um,
building. Yeah, good shit.
uh,
That was five right there, but
Sting.
you feel
That
me?
wasn't Sting, nigga. I said I wanted to say Undertaker. I didn't say him. Um, Damn, I gotta go with X Pac. I
Yeah,
gotta
real
go with X
nigga.
Pac.
That's
Gotta go
how
with
was
X
that
Pac.
nigga, yo.
Especially when he was with Kane. He was like my favorite when he was with Kane. Nigga, a lot of niggas don't remember that run, but yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I just watched the episode when they won the tag titles on some random shit. I just watched that shit. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was like us. That's definitely. I feel like the first three is cheating.
Wasn't that before he motherfucking got in the DX and shit too?
Nah, he was
Nah,
with
that was
the.
after. That was after.
Yeah, he was still with the. He still had like the same attire and whatnot.
Yeah, he got phony when he became Six Pac, whatever the fuck his name was.
I don't even remember that shit. I can't.
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was like to the end of his fucking career.
Mm-hmm.
But X Pac was my nigga growing up too, though. I ain't gonna lie. He was the first nigga from DX that I kind of gravitated towards.
Yeah, um,
Third up,
definitely.
top five, man. Let me get your top five.
For me?
Yeah, let me get your top five. I don't think I asked you this before.
Hmm. Damn. Stone Cold for real and The Rock for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's my top two.
Niggas don't
Favorite of
fuck with
all
Goldberg.
time. Yeah, I mean,
Goldberg, like,
you feel I
no,
fuck with
go ahead.
Goldberg
Goldberg.
is
If I
not
don't,
my
don't,
Yo,
top
don't,
look,
five.
don't
right,
choose
yo,
Goldberg. Don't choose Goldberg.
that,
Choose somebody different.
you feel me? Gotta be Rey Mysterio.
Fire.
I forgot about you. Gold Dust.
You're funny as shit. You're funny as shit. I
Yo.
can see Randy Orton.
Okay.
I can see Randy Orton.
Boy, ew.
Yeah, nigga, that RKO was just yo. You can get that shit anywhere, yo.
Yeah.
Pause. But that shit was just
That's wild.
that shit was vicious. It was vicious. That's four. My man Scotty Too Hotty.
Yo,
Scotty
Scotty
too.
too hot.
That's
Yeah,
why
Hotty.
that's
nigga,
my that's
bro.
my that's my that's why my man. That's why I learned the word and shit for real from yo.
Yo said Scotty too hotty.
Yes, indeed, yo. You said X Pac for real, so I had to go out there.
That's
He's
fire.
way
I
better
had
than
I had
fucking Scotty
X
too
Pac
hotty.
is. I like the
Yeah,
Scotty too hot.
X Pac is for real, but you feel me? Sky Too Hotty for real, definitely monumental for real. This bitch.
Nigga,
It
that
was it was
worm
a
took
Nigga, you
wave.
over,
might as
boy.
well,
Elementary school,
say
nigga, that shit
fucking
was a
Rikishi.
revolution.
Yeah.
The worm was crazy back elementary school. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, ain't nothing beating suck it. Fuck.
Nah, ain't nothing mean that.
Yeah, it's not. You feel me? But you already went DX and shit for real. So I had to. You feel me?
Hold on, what you say,
What
Dirk?
about you, yo?
Hold on, what you? Oh, you fucked it up. Yeah, I was going. All right.
Oh,
What you
yeah.
about to
Now I was about to act like y'all didn't. I didn't think y'all was gonna ask me, so I was gonna act like y'all didn't ask me, and I was gonna like play it off. We're gonna edit that out. Yo, what you say, Dirk? What you say, Rel? Oh, you said what's my top five? I got you. Hold on.
You're
say?
funny as shit.
All right, yo, I'm going chronological order too. This is 1 through 5. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna start 5 through 1 just to build the anticipation. At number five. That's tough, bro. It's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. I'm going.
Gold Dust for real?
Damn. Nah, Goldust is that nigga, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I forgot about my nigga.
Ooh.
Gangrel, bro.
Yeah, Gangrel
That
was
was my nigga. That
damn.
was my
You fucked
nigga,
my
bro.
head up
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
That was my
Ed's one of my
nigga.
niggas though.
I
That's
forgot all about him. Damn,
damn.
I forgot all
Nah,
about
Ed's
him.
not gonna make my top five. Ed's that nigga though. At number five, I'm
Is?
going to Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
No.
That is one of them niggas. And yo, a lot of people gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, even Ric Flair, he recently said, yo, Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all time.
Nah, Shawn Michaels was. I was thinking about Shawn Michaels the whole time, but I was
Shawn
like, yo,
Michaels is
I
the nigga.
never really liked him over none of the niggas that I named. Like I liked him, but it was never like I liked him over none of them niggas.
Nah, that was my dog. And like, before, like I ain't gonna lie, DX, it was X Pac, then it was Shawn Michaels. At
100%.
number four, I'm gonna give it to my boy. It's tough, bro.
China.
Yeah, don't treat me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. That shit was hard.
That's crazy. You know the theme song.
That shit was hard, nigga. At number four, yo, I'm going. That's tough, bro. Now I don't know.
You're about to see Shawn Michaels and shit.
Nah, because I'm number
I
four.
mean,
I'm gonna go Bret
motherfucking
Hart,
Shane
man.
McMahon and shit. I mean, that's what I meant to say
Nah,
for real.
Vince
Shane
really up there
McMahon.
though. Vince really one of them niggas. But number four,
You
I'm
about
going
to see
Bret Hart.
Shane.
Bret Hart.
Yo, number five. Hold on, number five was Shawn Michaels. Number four, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart. Bret Hart really one of them niggas. One of the hardest theme songs. One of the hardest gimmicks. One of the best technical wrestlers. Bret Hart, that nigga. And number three, I'm going
Rhino out this
with boy
bitch.
Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka Paul Levesque. He arguably could be the GOAT because of what he doing. He really Vince McMahon right now. He really the GOAT.
And that's the
Man,
only
gimmick
reason why
wise,
you feel me. A lot of these motherfuckers can be considered to go for real because of what they fucking doing now and shit for real.
Nah, Triple H was that nigga even back then, yo. He was the leader of DX, bro. He was the leader of DX and Evolution, like two of the greatest factions of all time. The nigga had won. He was one of the greatest heels of all time.
Yeah, I give you that for real. He definitely was
And
up. Yo,
now,
he up there, yo. He
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
up
Now
there,
he Vince
yo.
McMahon, yo. Like that's crazy. All right, but whatever. Number two, I'm going with Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was my number one for a long time. But turn up.
dun, dun.
This nigga, yo. Get this
Stone
nigga out the
Cold Steve
screen,
Austin is
yo.
like Michael Jordan. He had a hell of a run, but he didn't have longevity. And just for that reason right there, I'm
Who
going
said
with
Jordan had longevity?
he had like a cool 12 years, bro.
For real?
Compared to like everybody else who plays
Yeah.
15 years now. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
LeBron plays
nigga,
22 years. I'm
you
going
can't
with,
base
and based off of longevity wise, I'm going with young Rocky
LeBron.
Maivia, the final
Oh,
boss. The Rock. He's the
I thought
GOAT.
he was he's the GOAT. Yeah,
The
he
Rock is
definitely
the
the
GOAT.
GOAT.
The Rock is the fucking GOAT. Just because as a kid, when he left for Hollywood, nigga, I wanted to cry. Just for that sole purpose right there.
Listen,
I couldn't believe that
Damn.
The Rock wanted to leave. I ain't understand. I ain't fat. I didn't get that. I'm like, what you mean, nigga? Like, fuck Hollywood. But of course, I didn't know that the Hollywood nigga, you get paid hella bread. So
exactly.
I did the same shit.
You worry about all the wrong stuff.
I was a kid, man. I'm in that bitch.
Bro,
I'm fucking raising my eyebrow.
Exactly.
I'm like, man, what, nigga? Going crazy. But all right, that's the recap, man. That's it. This is Triple Valley, another trip, Thermo 41Z. And we got Young Dirt. OTO 4 Dirt. Yeah, that's what it is.
Young Dick McGee.
I don't know.